At DCS, we have 2,600 family case managers, and these are the individuals who will go out and make that first contact with families when there's an allegation of abuse or neglect. And we will interview the children.
Hi!
Hello. Separately from the parents, we will assess their developmental needs, right? We will engage in understanding if there's any physical injuries, and then we'll ask the children lots of questions about maybe the incident that is alleged to have occurred.
How are you feeling?
Good.
And then we'll also interview parents and ask them from their perspective about what happened and how things happened and transpired. I believe we're the first line defense for these kids. We are their lifeline.
We're going in at the worst of times for families. We're approaching the conversations that people do not want to have. Sometimes family members don't want to have it with their own family members. So we're going in, we're identifying what those true needs are from the first day we get that report.
What I wish people knew was we don't want to be in your life. We wish no one abused and neglected kids. And when we come to your house, it's because we have to. Someone has said that those kids are in danger. And I don't know how else to explain to anyone how important our jobs are if they don't understand we're here so kids don't get hurt. Or if they are getting hurt, it stops.
Family case manager, what do? We connect families with services. We help fill in the blank. We help fill in a need wherever there may be, whatever's needed for a family specifically.
Oh, you got it!
Could be educational help. It could be substance use. It could be, you name it. There's anything that you can think of, we can assist or find a resource or offer a resource for almost any need that a family may have. This is what social work is and what it is that we do. And this is in the trenches experience that's critical in any avenue of social work.
It can be difficult, especially when having to walk into a home and you have accusations of possibly some horrible things that someone has reported happening in the home, and having to address that directly with the members of the home, especially if they are the ones who have been accused of the abuse or neglect. So at the beginning it was a little bit difficult to really fully come out and just address that. The easiest way that I got over that was just by having the report there with me and stating that this is just a report that someone called in. It may or may not be true, and just hearing their side.
It is very scary to have us knock on your door. We train our family case managers to have empathy and sympathy for what is happening in that home and to meet those parents where they're at.
Hi!
And really have some honest, human conversations and interactions about what transpired.
Being able to recognize that for us, it's not personal. We're conducting our job. We are ensuring safety. But for that family, it is personal. And so I think really being able to put ourselves in the family's shoes and try to see where they're coming from in their perspective of that situation, and then trying to work through it.
You look good. You look peaceful and calm.
And it might not happen that first day that we're out there. They may be upset with us, but really continuing to work with the family and find ways of building rapport with them so that we can get to the end result, whatever that may be. Because our work's really important. There are families and children that might be struggling, might need that support. And to be able to provide that support to a family, to a child, to be there to put services in place or help them in various situations so that they can move forward beyond our involvement and be successful. It's extremely rewarding, and it makes a huge impact on families, which then makes an impact on our community.
The type of person that would be great for this job would be someone that has a caring spirit about them. Cheese! Somebody that really wants to be able to help families and assist them. Somebody that is looking to learn as well.
Then I have these. This is the engine, is what this is.
And somebody that is able to have thick skin. There's often times when, I get cussed out, and I know it's not personal. It's not about me. And I just talk them through it. And, I always try, I think it's important that a person realize that not to take anything that they do in the job personally, because it doesn't do you any good to yell back or to become upset or to take something that has been said personally, because it's not a reflection of you as the person. It's just the circumstance that's in front of you at the time.
Department of Child Services, being kind of like a go-getter, or really being able to ask the difficult questions is what I would kind of look for, because this job could be confrontational at times. It can be very difficult. Obviously, we're working with families and we're making big decisions in regards to children's safety. And so I really want, when I'm looking, I really would like to see someone that is not afraid to ask those difficult questions, be put in high intensity situations, but also that can be empathetic and have compassion for the families that we work with. We have a lot of those conversations that just aren't comfortable conversations, and I feel like a lot of our workers need to understand they're not going to know everything fresh out of training or cohort, that the learning curve we always say is about a 2-year, but I think that 7.5 years into my career I'm still learning every day, and so you just have to be flexible and able to continuously embrace the change, as well as be willing to learn to be successful in this job.
I think it's important for someone considering it that feels motivated by those negative outcomes, if they're seeing it in the media or reading it somewhere. If that strikes a nerve, if that feels motivating, then follow that motivation. Follow that motivation to then learn the job and be able to be part of the solution to finding better outcomes or changing or impacting the agency in a positive way.
The most rewarding times I've had is working with families, seeing that a kid has turned around, has really improved, seeing that they're in a better place than when you initially met them has been the most rewarding part.
What we do, people aren't grateful for in the beginning. They hate us when we first come out, but being able to turn that around, actually being able to help somebody, I don't know, I can't describe it.
Family case managers are essential. They're essential to this work, and they're essential to the families that we serve, because they are the ones who actually determine the risks that exists within that family, the potential for future maltreatment, and then they get to decide too how, along with that family, they make a determination, what is it that the family is missing, right? What protective factors does that family already have? And then how do you build upon those? What services do they need? They are the backbone to this agency, and they are why the rest of us are here, right? We are here because they are out there knocking on doors and ensuring that kids are safe.